Now, this is the Tech Corner where we cover the latest tech news in these hot tech streets, and today it's about to get spicy. We're gonna talk about the controversy surrounding the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 Classic's battery life, or the battery sizing. It's a jump of 64 milliamp hours from its previous predecessor, the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. Now, I have a Galaxy Watch 4 Classic right here, which I use and I love. Look at the swag that this has. Look at the swag that this lacks. Anyways, real serious note, the battery life on here, some people didn't like it, some people it was fair enough for. Like for me, I'm good with it. I was okay with it. Yes, I could get like 2 days, a day and a half-ish, depending on my usage. These are typically charge them every day if you want to get the best battery life and situation out of it. But if I ever like forgot to charge it, I could still go through that second day up to a certain extent, depending on my usage. And I get it. It's not the battery life that we grew to know on the Galaxy Watch. This right here was the multi-day Galaxy Watch of its time. And yes, with the Watch 5 Pro, that ugly watch, it did give us a nice massive 590 milliamp hour battery, but that's it. You don't have the swag and the debonair and the classiness that you get in a classic watch. Samsung obviously got the message that they're bringing back the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, not a Watch 6 Pro. They made it slightly bigger, increased the battery by a slight amount, which again, the screen size is increasing by a small amount, but the battery got bigger and we have a new chip. So until anybody who's making any claims or making any assumptions before ever having or using a Watch 6 Classic is null and void. Please take their opinion with a grain of salt. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Hashtag CJ had 24 hours to respond to this nonsense. So it's a nice leap in battery sizing on the Watch 6 Classic versus the Watch 4 Classic.
Stop the cap.
And before I respond to said nonsense, ask C-Kid, where is his Galaxy Watch 4 Classic? Oh, he's never had one and has never owned one. You lucky I'm not the Fed, C-Kid, because I could have swore if I was recording phone calls, you definitely told me on multiple occasions that you don't even like the classic watch. You prefer that Galaxy Watch 4 basic joint that you had and kept, and that's the one that you liked and fell in love with. No, the C-Kid has never had a rotating bezel. So why is the player even chiming in on the rotating bezel? The Galaxy Watch guru, me, has had multi-rotating physical bezels. What has C-Kid ever rotated?
First off, CJ, there's no way that you can sit up here and tell the people that only increasing the battery life on the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic, the reclaim of the physical bezel device that we've all been waiting for.
We is for Galaxy Watch Classic owners, which you are not in the presence of, player. Carry on.
To 300 to 425 milliamp hour battery capacity by only increasing it 53 milliamp hours in battery capacity on the 43 millimeter Watch 6 Classic and only 53 milliamp hours in battery capacity on the 47 millimeter.
Excuse me, can somebody get the man a calculator? Where my player get 50 some odd milliamp? He definitely misses milliamp hours.
And we all know the Watch 4 and the 4 Classic was broke when it came to the battery life.
How does he know? He ain't never even owned the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. Go check his timeline.
When we know they have the ability to give us 590 milliamp hours of battery capacity just from last year's model.
How, Sway? How do you know that they could give us the actual 590 milliamp hour battery inside of the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic? You got one?
Nope.
Oh, you don't? Did you open up one?
Nope.
No, you didn't. So how do you know, play? How?
And the Watch 5 Pro was goated.
We ain't even gonna talk about that Watch 5 Pro.
And I feel that we deserve at least from Samsung as an apology for removing the physical bezel in the first place.
Wait. Samsung ain't apologizing to you, player. It's me. We that need the apology. Jeez, go, carry on.
But yet, I'm basically getting the same battery life out of both of them and having to pay $200 more for the Watch 6 Classic.
Again, how do you know the battery life is the same as this? You ain't never owned either of them, player. The cap is at an all-time high. Bring it down.
So CJ, tell me, how is that any kind of a nice upgrade in the battery?
No, what I said was it was 64 milliamp hours nice.
The Watch 5 Pro, it also comes in at $450, which is only $50 more than the Watch 6 Classic.
Well, keep your ugly Watch 5 Pro.
Bro, CJ, you got 24 hours to respond to that statement that you made in that video.
And before I get up out of here, hashtag this at C-Kid. Tell him to get a Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. Tell him to get a Galaxy Watch 3. Tell him to get a Galaxy Watch. Tell him to get a Galaxy S3 Frontier before he ever opens up his mouth to step up to the smartwatch guru.
It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. It's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm good. Wake up and I do my part. Wake up and I do my job just how I should. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. Misunderstood. Get up, had to beat those eyes. Got up and I beat those eyes. That's understood. It was always me versus me. It was never me versus you. And now I'm